ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At their own 27-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check out.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Yes, sir.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 33-yard line.
The first down run. This is Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Grant, and an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They go play action with Taylor. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Taylor. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Target. Tight end right.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 13.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. By Tavon Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Kill.
A first down carry for Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Ready. 15 Single. Watch number 12. And watch your leg. Mike 2. Your track.
Haskins looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Derrick Henry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Derrick Henry His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. For them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Taylor. Dancing to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The All-Pro Von Miller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Run coverage excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus? Tackling the runner for a loss.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of
number 1. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Haskins. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Taylor. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And an Alec Golden Tate's gonna go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just wanted. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And a completion to Wilson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, they will run with Grant. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Taylor. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor throwing again. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Now Taylor on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
We got 4. We got 4.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Kill. Let's go. Get set. Kill.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on, set. Now to go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Taylor now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. He completes it to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Taylor to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And
hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Corey Grant, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 37.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On play action, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They go back to Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Taylor to throw. Complete to Jones. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for the Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Shift. He's coming. We got
the pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of grounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Caught by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Taylor, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's caught by Herndon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. There he goes inside the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Corey Grant with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Bullet good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.